Hey, landlords, think your no pet policy is airtight? Think again. What if I told you that a tenant can bring an animal into your rental legally? Despite your strict no pet rules, under the Fair Housing Act, emotional support animals, ESAs, override pet restrictions, and you can't charge pet fees or deny a tenant with proper ESA documentation. If you're a homeowner managing your own rental property, this is something you must understand. To avoid legal trouble, stick with me and I'll break down exactly what you need to know to protect yourself and your rental. Hey guys, I'm Shanta Jackson with Jackson Realty Group, and I've been managing rental properties in the Raleigh, North Carolina area for over a decade. I help homeowners just like you navigate the challenges of self-managing rentals. And today we're diving into a big one: emotional support animals and your no pet policy. So if you have a no pet policy, be prepared, because one day you will have an animal in your unit. I get it. You set this policy because you're worried about damage to your property, allergies, or just the hassle of dealing with pets. But none of those concerns will matter if your tenant has an ESA. Now, under the Federal Fair Housing Act, people with disabilities cannot be discriminated against, and ESAs fall under this protection. So while this is a federal law, each state has its own regulations and how it's enforced. So if you don't know what your state requires, please take the time to look it up. Ignorance of the law will not protect you from a lawsuit. And let me tell you, an ESA is not the same as a regular pet. That means you cannot charge pet deposits or pet fees for ESA. You cannot deny them because of the ESA. You must make accommodations for them. And I know you've heard horror stories of tenants abusing this rule. And yes, it does happen. But there are ways to verify a legitimate ESA claim. Now, to ensure the ESA is legitimate, request a letter from a licensed professional. Your tenant must provide this letter. And like I said, licensed doctor or therapist. Be cautious of the fake online certificates, y'all. Check for key information, because your letter from the tenant should include the tenant's name, the doctor's name, practice, and license number, and the specific animal. Look, if your letter says it's a cat, but your tenant has a dog, red flag. Also, verify the professional. Google their practice. Make sure they're legitimate. Remember, only licensed professionals can issue this letter. So make sure it's valid. Okay, watch for multiple ESAs. It's very, very rare for more than one person to have 2 or 3 pets assigned to them because of a disability. So if your tenant claims both of their pets are ESAs, check documentation closely. I've seen it firsthand. One tenant tried to claim 2 pets. Her letter only covered 1, and guess what we did? We charged a pet deposit, extra rent for that second pet. So even if your ESA is allowed in your rental, you still have rights. Here's what you need to do. Use that security deposit wisely. If your ESA causes damage, deduct repair costs from the tenant's security deposit and perform regular inspections. Conduct annual or biannual inspections to ensure your property remains in a good condition. And look, this is the most important thing that I want to share with you. Please detach yourself emotionally from that house. I know it's hard, okay? Especially if this was a house you lived in, but now you have to see it as a rental. It's a business. Renters will not treat your home the way you do, and you did. And that's okay. Because look, here's the thing. You only have a few goals when you are a landlord. And one of them is to what? Collect rent, maintain the home, and avoid legal headaches. So here's what you do next. Ask about pets and ESAs in your rental applications. While you can't deny an ESA, knowing in advance helps you prepare. Educate yourself on ESA laws. Stay informed so you can protect your investment. So important. Stay subscribed, y'all, for more rental management tips. Your no pet policy may not be as ironclad as you think, but with the right knowledge, you can still manage your rental successfully. So, guys, if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more landlord tips. And remember, you will get through this successfully. See you in the next video.